Hi there guys, this is Chris Coney speaking, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Cryptotag. So you can actually win one of these. I have a little survey. It's a single question survey. All you have to do is reply to that survey and you'll be in with a chance to win a starter kit of the Cryptotag. So what the winner gets is a full starter kit, which at time of recording is worth 170 euros. So when I edit this video, I'll put a picture of the whole starter kit on screen for you. So you see to get the entire starter kit with the hammer, the imprinting bits, the matches, the anvil, the bit holder, and the actual set of plates, of which there are 2. And then the rest of this video is going to be a review of it. So before you go ahead and enter the competition to win one, I only have one extra one by the way, you might want to watch the review so that you can find out if you actually want one of these or not. So the Cryptotag then. This one actually is an imprinted with the Cryptoverse logo and the little clip here. So we'll get into this in just a second. So Cryptotag's goal is, quote, to make the best crypto backup system in the world. And it's a patented system. So the whole starter kit and the way this works, patented. Impressive, right? So first question I had is, what on earth can you do with this? That might be your first question as well. What on earth can you do with this thing? Well, bottom line is, this thing is designed to store and protect the recovery phrase or the seed phrase for your chosen cryptocurrency wallet. So it's literally 2 titanium plates that you spell out your seed phrase letter by imprinting it with the various letters that come with the starter kit. And you literally do that by getting the hammer and smacking it and imprinting it on the titanium plates so that it is permanent. Now, so you put your seed phrase for your chosen cryptocurrency wallet on the plate, right? You spell it out. And the purpose of the seed phrase is to allow you to recover your private key in the event that it is lost, right? And the recovery seed is that it's that multi-word phrase that you're told to write down every time you set up a new cryptocurrency wallet, right? Normally people write it on a piece of paper. In fact, hardware wallets, like the Ledger Nano S's and the Keep Keys and the Trezors of the world, well, when they ship, because they're physical products, they normally ship with a piece of card that you write the phrase down with a pen. Not very resilient, right? Bit of water spilled on it, bit of coffee, a bit of heat, it can tear. So that's why devices like this exist, to make a much more resilient copy of that backup phrase. Because given that this phrase gives access to all of your funds, securing it is as valuable as the crypto that you have in that wallet, right? Now, I know what you're going to say. Physically securing this is another issue. It's another topic for another day. Because this is physical and because it has your recovery phrase spelt out on it, yes, if someone got hold of this, they could access your funds. But physically securing this, that's another topic, a separate topic for another day. For today, we're just going to be talking about protecting this recovery phrase from destruction. So that's what this is designed to do. So the Cryptotag is essentially the kit, but this is the centerpiece for it. It's 2 titanium plates that have space for 24 words on one plate and 24 words on the other plate. And you put them face to face like this, so that the faces are facing inward, and then the outside is where any damage is going to get done, right? And then you clip it together like a billfold. These little metal clips hold the thing together, and there's your Cryptotag. Inside its armor, it's like a turtle, titanium shell with the nice branding on there as well. So it's quality. It's quality stuff. So given that you've got 24 words on there, on 2 plates, that's enough room to back up 2 unique Ledger Nano hardware wallets, 2 unique Trezor wallets, or 4 Keep Key wallets. So they're all hardware wallets. And I say unique because you can have 2 completely separate private keys on 2 completely separate Ledger hardware wallets, and you would put the backup phrase for one of them on one of the plates and the backup phrase for the other one on the other plate. So 2 ledgers, 2 Trezors, or 4 Keep Keys, because Keep Key only has a 12-word phrase. Now, you can back up any wallet that adheres to the BIP39 standard. So BIP stands for Bitcoin Improvement Proposal or Protocol, which is just a standard for the way that recovery phrases work. So check with your developer. If you're using any kind of cryptocurrency wallet, check if it adheres to the BIP39 standard. If it does, you can protect the recovery phrase with the Cryptotag. The vast majority of wallets adhere to that standard, so this is widely compatible. You can also buy extra plates. Once you've got the starter kit, with the hammer and all this other stuff, you don't need to buy like a new hammer and a new kit every time you want to protect a new wallet. You buy the starter kit, which comes with 2 plates, but also you can buy pairs of plates separately. So I was just on the Cryptotag website here at time of recording to buy just an expansion kit, which is basically just this, which is 2 extra titanium plates. This is what they call the expansion kit. So 2 new blank titanium plates at time of recording is 99 euros, including VAT. So you can protect as many hardware wallets as you want, or software wallets. 1 starter kit, buy the extra plates as expansions, and you are good to go. So I thought that if you had friends, one of you could buy the starter kit, which includes, all the various little bits to imprint the plates and the anvil and the mallet, and then your friends could just buy their own plates as an expansion pack, and then you could lend them your starter kit to do their imprinting, and then they could give you it back. That would save you some money if you want to do it that way. So the Cryptotag, its sole purpose in life is to protect the seed phrase. That's its one and only job, and it needs to do that better than anything else. And so this Cryptotag thing, it needs to be able to withstand extreme treatment. That's the way I would put it. And or doing so while keeping the seed phrase human readable. So after it's been through the extremes of heat or impact or whatever stress you could put it under, at the end of all that, it still should be readable. Because if it's still readable, you can transfer it to a brand new Cryptotag or restore your funds or do whatever you need to do with it, right? So the question is, how strong, how secure is this really? Okay, so let's talk about heat. Well, it's got the ability to maintain its integrity up to a temperature of 1,665 degrees Celsius. And they tested this with a blacksmith fire, which plus or minus hits around 1,600 degrees. And so this was done with the plates open. So they had the faces up like this and laid them in the blacksmith fire. And they also did it closed. Of course, it's more resilient when it's closed because the turtle shell, is on the outside. That's going to take most of the punishment, and then the plates are fine on the inside. But they didn't stop there. They actually opened them up like this and let the full face be hit by the heat as well. They also then rapidly cooled it by splashing it into water to stress it even more from hot to cold, right? You know how it's, atoms and structures contract when they go from hot to cold, to see if that would break it. The seed phrase was still easily readable, and I'll put some photos of their testing up. Of course, I don't have access to a blacksmith fire, so I didn't test this myself, but they've got all of the video footage that we can look at. For some perspective on the heat situation, what I did do was I looked it up. How hot do most house fires get? Well, the answer to that is that the average house fire never exceeds more than 650 degrees Celsius or 700 degrees Celsius. But this can get as high as 1200 degrees Celsius depending on the materials in your house, right? Because if the materials burn hotter, the house will burn hotter. So it can get as high as 1200 degrees C, but even then, that's well within the tolerance of the 1600 degrees that this thing can withstand. In any case, back to physically securing this thing, you might choose not to store it in your house anyway. You might choose to store it somewhere else. But again, physically securing this, like I say, topic for another day. Safe deposit boxes, someone else's house, many possibilities which we'll discuss later. So heat, pretty robust at resiliency to high temperatures. Not a problem. What about physical decay? That was another one. Well, this is stainless. It's titanium. So it's corrosion, erosion resistant. This thing is going to outlast many, many generations. In fact, on the Cryptotag website, I'll put this photo up as well. They show a photo of an elderly person passing their legacy onto a younger person. So if this thing was protecting all my crypto assets, or my large holdings at the very least, physically passing possession of this crypto tag to, my next of kin, my next generation, is the same as physically transferring ownership of it, right? So this is how you could pass your crypto asset legacy onto future generations, and this is going to outlast many generations in a physical sense. It's not going to decay for just uncalculable number of years, right? So in terms of decay, it's not even an issue. What about impact? That was the next question I had. What if it gets crushed physically? Well, no one's going to crush it with their hand, are they? And also, if it's got impact this way in terms of like pressure this way, well, that's not going to work at all, is it? It is 6mm thick titanium, which makes it literally bulletproof. So I always think about this like, if I had this in my top breast pocket in my shirt and someone shot me with a 9mm bullet, well, it wouldn't go through. Again, I'll put the photos of this up, but it would not go through this because titanium is what they call it's kind of like a hard gum. I've got this later on in the presentation, but it's a very unique metal in the way that it's not brittle. It's very strong, but it also flexes. It's very strange. So it won't snap, right? So that's it in terms of 6mm thick titanium, literally bulletproof. They shot it with a rifle round and they shot it with a 9mm. So titanium is what they call ductile, and that's what makes it act like a hard gum. It will flex, and you'll see it when you see the bullet impact. So it deforms itself into a bullet shape, but the rest of it maintains its integrity. It's kind of incredible. So this was the impact thing. I was like, well, what if I put my crypto tag in a safe deposit box in a bank, right, to physically protect it? And then what, say, if the building collapses? Say it catches fire and all the support structures fall and the whole building comes crashing down on top of my crypto tag, right? Well, that's where we refer to their hydraulic hammer test, where they absolutely put it under unbelievable amounts of physical pressure impact. And would you believe the recovery phrase was still readable? So even if the building collapsed and this was in a safety deposit box, it would still survive and be human readable. And you only have to read it once, right? Because then you can transfer it to a brand new crypto tag after the disaster and you're back to normal. So this is how resilient the thing is. The next question I had is like, who is this for exactly? This is a product, so who is it for, really? Well, I would say it's for the no compromise, I want the best type of people. That's me. I'm that kind of person. I am the direct target market for this product. I'm also the kind of person that likes or values style. I'm not saying I have it. I'm saying that I value it, right? This product definitely delivers. When I show the presentation box and everything that comes in, the quality of the foam, the engraving, the quality of the materials, it just feels like quality. And just even the presentation, Apple's very good at presentation, aren't they? When you open an Apple product, it just feels quality, right? And that's important. Yes, it has to be technically superior. It has to be technically brilliant at doing what it does, but there's more to that. There's more to a product than that. There's the actual product experience as well. It definitely delivers on its performance, which we've just explored, but the ownership experience matters. It just matters. You know it matters. I know it matters. And in this case, it really does feel special, right? And for someone like me who values, like, I want the best, no compromises, this is right up my street. And also the style aspect to it. So this presentation box, which I'll show you, it comes in this stunning presentation box. It feels like, your money has been very well spent. Your 170 euros. You go, wow, this is special. So that's also very, very important. And every component feels like quality as well. There's no corners being cut here, which I really appreciate. So what do you get in the box then? Well, you get the plates, which we've just explored, the 2 titanium plates, which is the centerpiece of the whole thing. Everything else then serves the purpose of imprinting your seed phrase onto the plates. So you get an anvil, it's called, which is a cradle, which I'm going to try and get out of the box here. In any case, I'll put it up on screen because I'm going to do a little imprinting test of my own, where I begin to imprint my own recovery phrase into the Cryptotag. It took me a moment to get it out of the presentation box there because the foam is really, really nice and tight around the components. So this is the anvil. This is where you place the plates in. And like I said in my unboxing video, this little recess is cleverly designed to support and fit into where the clip goes in here. So when I place the plate in the anvil like this, you know, it's like the little clip space behind here is just rested in there so it doesn't move. You then get this is like the bit guide, which you place on any of the given rows. So now the squares of the bit holder are lined up with the bits, and then when you want to move down, you move it down, right? So again, all of these components are serving to securely imprint your recovery phrase into the titanium plate. So then what you want to do is put in your little funky earplugs because you're going to do some hammering, and then you take the letter, the bit, which has got a little, this is the A, and you've got A to Z, and of course you place it in the bit holder like this, where you want to imprint it at whichever location, like this. So you can see by moving it along and moving this down, you're going to imprint the entire matrix and spell out your recovery phrase. Now once your bit is in there, make sure that the letter is facing downwards, and then you've got the flat bit here. You then take the included and branded Cryptotag mallet, and there are specific instructions about having a solid surface to put this on, so I'm not going to do it on my computer desk because it's not rigid enough. But you make an impact on here, and that will then imprint the plate, you know, very, very deeply and securely, right? So those are the major components. You set the set of bits, you've got the mallet or the hammer, the anvil, the bit guide, and the set of bits. And that's really all you need. It's very, very simple. And then finally you have a little box of matches, which you can use to burn your recovery phrase, which probably right now is printed on or written on a piece of paper or a piece of card. So you definitely want to destroy that beyond all recognition or recovery. So that's like a little ritual you can do at the end. So conclusion time then, or conclusion and comparison. The only thing I have personal experience with that I can possibly compare it to is a pre-existing product called the Cryptosteel. This is my actual Cryptosteel. It works on the same principle in the sense that there are two plates that face each other. The difference with the Cryptosteel is it has this little hinge and the plates sort of like, you know, slide out. I'm not going to slide it out because it's got one of my actual recovery phrases on it. And this was sort of the first of its kind that I came across. So this is really what I'm going to compare it to. Now, the Cryptotag, it costs twice as much as the Cryptosteel mnemonic product, but I would say that the Cryptotag is actually a lot more easy to use, and it's a lot more resilient, right? Because this Cryptosteel, it's stainless steel. Cryptotag is like titanium plates, 6 millimeters thick. So that also makes it more resilient. Now, on the one hand, the way that the Cryptosteel works is that it's got these little channels, and you slide these little tiny pre-imprinted, be careful I don't tip these everywhere, pre-imprinted little tiny metal tiles down the channels. And this is how you spell out the recovery phrase on the Cryptosteel. You take this and you slide it down the channel and you get little bins of different letters. So while that is a real pain, and in my original testing I actually accidentally tipped all of my little metal tiles all over my desk. So it's more fiddly in that way. So that's a pain on the one hand. But on the other hand, it does give the Cryptosteel the ability to be rearranged, meaning with one device, I could slide them all out and completely change the recovery phrase that this is protecting. The Cryptotag, on the other hand, it's permanent. So because we are physically imprinting and engraving these plates, it's permanent, cannot be changed unless you buy a new set of titanium plates. But that gives you the resilience. So out of the two, I would say personally, the Cryptotag is worth the extra money. The price difference is negligible when I compare it to the value of the crypto that it's going to be backing up. So from that point of view, you know, going from whatever this thing is, like 70 to 80 euros to 170 euros, it's negligible compared to the size of the crypto holdings. Plus, like we've just explored, this Cryptotag thing can withstand a lot more punishment, and in terms of using it, it's a lot less hassle to write your recovery phrase on. You only have to deal with the 24 bits, you know, the 24 little imprinting bits from A to Z, rather than hundreds and hundreds of little tiles, which to me is a hassle. So the competition to win my spare Cryptotag is, if it's still open, which depending on when you're watching this review, will depend on when you can enter the competition. But if you want to win a brand new starter kit of Cryptotag, well, check the link in the description for this episode, and the winner will be announced on the show and also will be notified by email. So keep an eye out for that. But that is all for this review. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Until the next one, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.